No.
Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
Meet me on the trail. Going down. Meet me on the mall. Going down. Meet me in the club. Going down. Meet me at the pockets. Guarantees go down. I couldn't let you come out looking like that, man. You know shit. I got you.
I appreciate it, bro.
What's going on? Tonight has been a shit show.
Where you want to start? Quick update.
Quick update for what? For my life?
This night. I think this night will be a perfect summary of your life so far.
Well, today was the first start.
90 straight days.
90 straight days of work. Guys, I work at GMCH, and we hit critical status because of the pandemic. So we have to work 3 months straight to try to get our numbers back up there.
Catch-up game.
That's my life. Slave. You know? And then my manager today tried to be nice. Was like, hey, Donnie, I'm sorry, but we have to force you to work Saturday and Sunday. I said, I know. Isn't it critical status? She said, yeah, like, just tell me I have to work Saturday and Sunday. I already know. Just, I already know this. Like, don't try to sugarcoat it.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, like, I know I have to work Saturday and Sunday. Like, and then, guys, on my way here, my tire
Just said I can't keep up with this speed.
just gave out on me at that point. No, on some route, I was going to get to 7-Eleven, and I turned, and I think it hit the curb.
How close it's to the rim, the fact that it's that long or that wide, depending your perspective.
Yep, that curb didn't like me.
Or somebody put a hex on you. That tire.
Fuck
Like,
my life.
Donyhal, he's going to have a fucked up night tonight.
And then I have to go to work in the morning. We're recording this at night. I have to go somehow change my tire before work or before I go home and go to sleep.
Yeah. And what happened just before we start recording?
Oh, this huge flying mantis was this fucking big.
No,
Yes, no lie.
It was seriously the length of my hands and at least
I'm trying to
1/3
throw.
the
I
width.
had some sunflower seeds. I'm trying to throw the seeds, the shells, outside the window. Didn't notice the bitch was flying right past me.
By the way, we record on the second floor.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
We're on the second floor, so that bitch flies right past me. I didn't even see it. All I hear is Francis like, holy shit. I'm like, what, bro? He's like, holy shit. So he just gets up and walk away. Now, I see the dust coming down slowly from the fan. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I look up. I was like, what is that? Not noticing this bitch was this fucking big. And then I seen it move, and I finally got a full visual of how big it was. I said, oh, shit. That fucker was huge, and he was not scared to fly. Because when I said that man dropped down, started flapping his wings. I said, no.
Yeah, because where was the first spot he flapped to?
He came down, he flapped over here. And then he finally got down.
And then that's when
Yeah, I was about to kill it. Francis was like, no. I was like, all right, nature boy. And then he came over and he walked away.
Like a dumbass with my back to the
praying mantis was about to hop on him right on his hair. I said, bro, he's coming after you. Francis booked it out. Luckily, it didn't latch onto him. Luckily. It was horrible.
Yo, but like a pro,
though, he did get it out because I was going to kill it. But
and I believe no injury.
Yeah, he got a cup and a plate. He somehow got it in the cup off the lamp, one of our lamps. And he got the cup, locked it in with the plate, and then just let it out the window.
But can we point out that the first attempt was a complete and total failure?
Yeah,
he dipped out and then he poked his head above the lamp.
I couldn't see him. The man came out like this. I said, "Oh, there he is."
No lie. That personally, that was the biggest praying mantis I ever saw.
Yeah, that was the biggest praying mantis I saw ever.
No lie.
Well, at least in person.
Length. That was my dick, bro. I was looking at my dick. I was facing my dick, bro.
That's deep. That's how big it was to put it in perspective, I should say.
Yeah. Now, if it was the size of Donyhal's dick, then we would have
died.
Yeah.
There's no hope. No, I'm joking, guys. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Rhinos and Aliens After Dark, episode 21. 22.
No, that's you, bro, because you fucked up last time.
I did. You know, I was going to say cut it, but keep it in there. Episode 22. As you guys should know, it's me, the Don Dotto of all Dons. Hello.
What's up, homie?
In front of me, I have, or to the left, technically.
Yeah. You introduced me. You always introduce me.
The man, Francis White, a.k.a. White LaJoyous, a.k.a. White Chocolate.
A.k.a. Long Hair, Don't Care.
Long Hair, Don't Care. But since you guys stay tuned and listen to my little story that fast, just make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, because, I mean, like, why not? Because you're watching this. Why aren't you subscribed? And then make sure you hit that bell, a ring-a-ding-ding, just to make sure you guys get all of our notifications when we post videos. Also, the premieres.
Yeah.
But,
by the way, our one episode is premiering right now.
Yes, that is true. So if you haven't watched it, or if you haven't stayed tuned or seen anything of it, make sure you go and check that out real quick. It's a After Dark episode. No,
damn.
It is
Rhinos and Aliens show.
It is a Rhinos and Aliens show, so just stay tuned on that.
Meaningful in more ways than one.
That's what it's called. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Bro, shut the fuck up. I know you're tired, bro. You just be talking about it.
I thought the way it sounded, I thought it was the show name.
Oh, I made it so smooth. It came out so smooth.
Yeah, I was like, oh, all right. But anyway, guys, we're going to give you a couple topics that we're going to talk about.
Yes.
I promise it won't be as long as
last night. No, it won't. Just so you guys know going in, it's going to be what we fucked up. So corrections. We're going to do some sports. Then we're going to get into some Twitter, have some fun, and then we're going to finish with the NBA.
Got it.
And I lied. We're going to finish with
the Meg.
PlayStation.
PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah. You know me, bro. Women been talking that shit in the black community. They don't say cock. What did Meg?
Meg did say it, but it was on one of her live streams or whatever. I don't know how long ago it was, but she said if you don't bring that cock, don't bring it at all or something like that.
The point of the message.
She said cock.
Yes.
She didn't say dick. She didn't say penis. She just said cock.
And it came out smooth, bro.
It did. She was confident in saying that.
Yeah. I'm low key growing on her.
Yeah, Meg is one thick chocolate snicker.
In a natural snicker at that.
Nasty ass way. I feel like she's so freaky.
She doesn't have that fructose corn syrup. She has that pure corn syrup.
Yeah.
That natural shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that on camera. I'm not going to say it on camera, but I would do some things. But let's go. Jumping into topic one.
Okay, the first thing, going back a couple episodes, we were talking about how it took us forever. We were having a hot mess with the software and stuff. Mm-hmm. I did not know that them separating iTunes into 3 categories would create such a fucking hassle. But
what do you mean separating it?
iTunes is now podcast, TV, and music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of files, bro, it's a hot fucking mess, dude. It's like, oh my God, I want to fucking... The point of the story... The point of the story is that when people think something's more simple, in the long term, it's probably not. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out the way because that shit really frustrated me. The next thing is talking about the Batman in terms of Robert Patterson. Okay, so over his career, his films have made $3.533 billion. So $3.5 billion, right? But the crazy part, 94% of that, roughly $3.3 billion, has come from the Twilight films alone.
So the $2 billion was Batman?
No. 94% of the money his films have made have come from Twilight. So 3.3 out of 3.5 billion has come from 5 films, all Twilight films.
Is it 5 Twilight films out?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was just 4.
No, because there's the part 1 and part 2.
Oh, that is right.
Twilight, New Moon.
I can't remember.
Something, Eclipse, and then New Dawn, part 1 and part 2.
Okay, yeah, that is right.
Yep. So,
Sheesh.
yeah.
How the time goes by.
But the reason why this relates to the Batman is because he has a major role in Tenet, and then he's starring in the Batman. So obviously those numbers should completely goose up his total box office.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
he's playing Batman. I'm pretty sure he'll probably... It depends on how the movie goes, but I'm pretty sure that'll boost a lot.
yeah, but I thought Tenet was going to be a blockbuster, and it's not doing well right now, which saddens me. And by the way,
Have you seen it?
No. No, because none of the theaters are open.
It's one theater open, but it's far as fuck. I looked. It's an AMC theater too.
What? How many miles away?
I can't remember, but it's far as fuck. Like it's at least an hour away.
Yo, I wanted to
like
see
an hour and a half or something like that.
I wanted to see the advanced showings, right?
Yeah.
I looked up.
I want to see the fucking New Mutant.
I do too, but
I mean, I don't have high hopes for it, but I still want to see it.
I agree.
Still want to see it.
When the advanced showings were 2 weeks ago, there was no theater open in a 500-mile radius.
You go to the drive-in.
They're not showing Tenet.
They're not showing Tenet. Me thinking about it. New Mutant they're showing, though.
Yeah, but they're not showing Tenet because Tenet wants you specifically to go to the theaters. But
well, sorry, we fucking can't. We fucking can't, guys.
Fucking New York, bro. New York and Cali.
That's probably why it's plummeting. There's not a lot of areas that we can go to.
Bro, the 2 biggest cities in America are New York City and Los Angeles, the 2 cities that have the most major lockdowns.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
But to continue.
Yeah. To continue the entertainment news, I just wanted to give an update about ShowTime. They're canceling everything. They just canceled Jim Carrey's Kidding after 2 seasons. They canceled Ray Donovan after 7 seasons, even though they wanted to do an 8th and final season. And then they canned Gal Gadot's miniseries that never even launched. They sold it to Apple. So I don't know what's going on at ShowTime.
They
are in a fuck it mood right now.
They definitely are. Either that or people are just asking for too much money. They was like, oh, okay, bitch, we'll buy.
Yeah, and if that's if that's not saying something, they just ended Homeland and Shameless. They didn't cancel them, but they just ended it. So if you're keeping track, that is 5 total series that is no longer going on at ShowTime. So what's going on there?
It's a lot going on.
Next topic. This has to do with Jon Jones. I just wanted to point out how, for whatever reason, when the champ is deciding to do something more challenging, people want to call him out more. And it's very weird.
What do you mean by more challenge?
So he vacated his light heavyweight, and now he's moving to heavyweight. And the funniest thing happened. The moment he leaves the division is when people start talking shit. Isn't that fascinating?
Because he beat her. Wait. He beat everybody ass. No, I'm saying. Did he take the belt with him?
No, he vacated it.
Oh.
But that's the point, bro. When he was the champ, I don't remember nearly as many people talking shit. And now the moment he's no longer the champ and he's in a different division, now people want to start yapping their mouths.
But why?
Wouldn't you say that's human nature, bro?
It is, but why would you talk about somebody that proved themselves to like be number one?
Like, for example,
especially since truthfully he could have took the belt with him.
Yeah, but he didn't want to defend 2 titles at the same time. The weight change.
Right. Because that shit takes a toll.
Because he's naturally 235, but lightweight is 205. So cutting 30 pounds and being fresh for both title matches.
Within like what, a year? Or
it'll probably be less because 2 divisions, you can't go a whole year waiting back and forth.
Right.
Because people are hungry, the challengers.
Right. Crazy. I got UFC the game.
Number 4?
Yeah.
How is it?
The story mode is shit, but the game...
Why is it shit? Is this just like
this? Short.
Oh, so
really
is it actually a story mode, or?
Yeah. The story mode is just shit. Like, you meet a trainer. As soon as you start the game, you meet a trainer. You build your character, and then you start your first fight. You have to lose your first fight because it's like a memory or whatever. And then you just start making your way to the UFC. And it's literally only like 2 games before Dana White sees you. And then like Dana White sees you, and then you fight another person, and he watches you again, and then you go into the UFC.
That's it? And then you just have your career mode?
I mean, like, the trainer stays with you, and every time you're about to fight, he'll train you or whatever, sparring and all that, and then you don't see him again in another cutscene until you go challenge the champion. And then after you challenge the champion, you probably won't ever see him again.
How are the graphics?
Graphics is actually not bad. Graphics are actually pretty dope. They got a lot of good hairstyles, different hairstyles, I should say, compared to 2K. Please, can we, like, take some credit from EA and get their hairstyles? Because I'm tired of the same hairstyles in 2K.
Even for 21?
Yes. I mean, they add, like, a little bit here and there each year. But, like, when I say EA Sports, when it comes to hairstyles, bro, they have, like, 30 different hairstyles.
But
for men and females.
EA's always been like that, from what I remember.
Right. And it's like, I'm going to need 2K to take some fucking notes or something. Because, man, them fucking hairstyles and the details on them is amazing. Like, if you get a bush or long hair, the hair actually moves. All of that, bro. The detail on it is amazing. And they got, like, crazy hairstyles. Not, like, just regular-ass hairstyles. They got crazy hairstyles.
Personally, I always felt when EA and 2K are at the top of their games, EA always had better graphics.
Yeah. 2K, to me, is just all around. The game just evolved.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying from a graphical perspective, and it's just not with their sports games. You go to their first-person shooters.
Yeah.
They're always... Sometimes it's the detriment to their game, but...
Right. 2K, take notes. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so to get to some corrections from the last episode 21, you remember how I said Donovan Mitchell is the only current player with 2 50-point games?
Mm-hmm.
I was actually incorrect because Jamal Murray was also...
I was about to say, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. The point is they both joined that club in the same series, and yeah, I still can't get over that series.
Yeah, that series was definitely crazy.
And the
crazy thing is they might actually lose to the Clippers.
But they might beat the Clippers, too. They almost won Game 3.
Almost. Clippers is what, 3? Two games up?
Yeah. I'm going to obviously check the recent standings once we get to that, but
right.
The second thing I wanted to say,
I can probably see.
Going back to Donovan Mitchell, there's a lot of memes going around that Donovan Mitchell, if he wants to be like KD, all he has to do next year is join the Nuggets after blowing a 3-1 series lead. I thought that was
hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking bandwagons.
Okay, and then when it comes to some updates on the Houston OKC series, James Harden is now 3-1 in Game 7s. His only loss in a Game 7 is to the Golden State Warriors 3 years ago now.
Damn.
When Chris Paul got injured and they missed a record number of 3-pointers in Game 7. That's his only Game 7 loss. Let that shit sink in. So for all this talk about how James Harden isn't clutch and he doesn't show up in the playoffs, at least from a team perspective, when the series gets close and tight, he normally
finish it off.
Yeah.
He's like, finish it.
And people forget, he led a 3-1 series comeback against the Clippers years back.
Yeah.
And he was the reason why they beat the Clippers.
Yeah. When Chris Paul was on there.
Yeah. No. That was before Chris Paul. Oh, Chris Paul on the Clippers.
Yeah.
Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Yo, that was a fantastic series. And simultaneously, Chris Paul, the Game 7 that the Thunder lost, that was the 9th straight game that Chris Paul lost when a game was officiated by Scott Foster. If you don't know, Scott Foster and Chris Paul don't have that good of
a relationship.
Yeah, they hate each other. You owe me a soda. and last,
don't even drink soda.
I don't. Okay, fine. You owe me a flavored water. Is that better?
Wood flavor.
Lemon lime.
Lemon lime.
And then the rest that I have to talk is just going to be safe for the NBA stuff. It has to do with the head coaching and all that stuff. And also, I want to start talking about the... Oh, well, this relates to last week. We talked about Steve Nash, right?
Yeah.
Can we just say Steve Nash hiring had nothing to do with race, while simultaneously, for any person who says white privilege, just slap them. Don't say anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear what he's had to say, but
You're talking about Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was basically saying the reason why Steve Nash got hired was mostly, if not strictly, white privilege.
But Steve Nash had an interview about it, and he said something about it. I don't know what he said, though, exactly.
Oh, Steve Nash?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear that interview, but can we just... There's 3 things I want to say. First and foremost, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving was as main a factor, if not a bigger factor, why Steve Nash was hired.
Right. Because Kyrie is actually like really happy that he's there.
And Kevin Durant has a relationship with Steve Nash because of Golden State. Completely changed his workout regimen, changed him into a completely different offensive player in terms of more variety, and actually helped him on the defensive end. So let's stop with that. Secondly, and just as importantly, can we just, whenever a white person beats out a minority, can our first thought just be, why did he get hired? Or why did they win out? And not say, oh, assume and he won out because he's white. That doesn't help any conversation. That doesn't help any situation. Whenever you want...
My thing is, like, why would you say that knowing Steve, like, knowing how Steve Nash is?
He's brilliant.
Yeah. Like, he's not even, like, I don't know him personally, of course, but, like, just from his little interviews and how he speaks and everything, you can tell he's not even, like, that type of guy. Like, you can definitely tell.
And there's a reason why he led the league in passing 4 years. There's a reason why he finished his career averaging over 9 assists. There's a reason why he finished his career in the top 5 assists all time.
Right. He's a good basketball player. He knows, like I said last week, he knows the game. So, like, why not have him?
But this is the thing. We need to stop acting like most people don't get jobs, especially jobs like this, because of connections. When you have a relationship with Kevin Durant, when Kyrie Irving respects you, and when the GM who is hiring you has a relationship as well. I wonder why. He got hired because he's white? Or he got hired because he's brilliant and he has some friends? No, I think it's the white. Yeah, it must be the white thing, right? It must be the white thing.
Makes no sense.
And the third thing that I want to discuss is that to talk about players that got head coaching jobs with no experience.
Right.
You want to talk about white privilege? I guess black privilege doesn't exist because the names are Doc Rivers, Mark Jackson, Derek Fisher, Jason Kidd, Isaiah Thomas, and Magic Johnson. And by the way, I don't think they got the jobs because of black privilege. I think they got the jobs either because they were the best candidate for the job or because of what they did for their teams. Like Magic Johnson got his job for the Lakers because he's Magic fucking Johnson. Just like how Larry Bird got the job for the Pacers, he got the job for the Pacers because of what he did for the Celtics.
Yeah, like what he brought to the game and everything.
And by the way, Magic Johnson happened to be a shitty coach. Larry Bird happened to be a great coach. And it's not a white or black thing because when you go to Mark Jackson, you go to Doc Rivers, first-time coaches, they ended up being great coaches. If it wasn't for Mark Jackson, the Warriors aren't at least as far ahead as they are. It would
also, Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Steve Kerr. But I was specifically saying
the black community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you know me. I'm all about knowledge and I'm all about looking at all sides. But when you come to debates with emotions rather than facts, that's when you start to look stupid, especially when you don't do your own research. How are you going to say, like Stephen A's point, this was white privilege and black individuals don't get the same opportunities When if you go down the list, there's as many, if not more, black players or black individuals with no head coaching experience that get a job because of their history and relationships.
Right.
That's the embodiment of ignorance. That is ignorance. If you want to know what ignorance is, don't look up the definition. Just watch Stephen A. Smith. That's ignorance. And that's why a lot of people don't like Stephen A. Smith, because it feels like he's coming off for attention or what's the best clips.
Yeah. I don't know what to say on that. To me, I think what he said was definitely ignorant. That's all.
And bro, I knew about half the coaches, like Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson, but I completely forgot about Derek Fisher, Jason Kidd. Mm-hmm. It just went over my mind.
Yeah, I forgot about Derek Fisher.
And Mark Jackson, I thought he had coaching experience beforehand, but bro, it's a tough time right now. And you know me, bro, I'm frustrated because as you guys like to say, even though my skin color might not show it, I am part of your community. Like from a culture perspective. The only culture I have is because of my mom and Polish, but that's the only thing that's different.
Yeah. I grew up with you, so I know.
Okay, so let's discuss Serena Williams, because last week we discussed how she broke the record for most. She became the first person. She broke the record for most wins at the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Now she's breaking another record to where she is the only woman or man to get 100 wins at a specific stadium at the U.S. Open. This stadium being Arthur Ashe, and just to put that in perspective, that is basically the Super Bowl arena at the U.S. Open, because at every Open there are dozens of courts,
right?
And the biggest court is normally where the biggest names go,
the main court,
the main events. Yes, exactly. So the reason why this is important, going back to last week, how she's been playing ever since she was 15, 14. Right. She won her first championship at 17 or late 16, early 17. Think about the longevity. You have to be so good, or at least so wanted, that you're able to play at the same stadium however many times to have the opportunity.
With the same level of energy.
Yes. Bro, it's one thing
It's the consistency, for real. That's the crazy part. Like every time, I ain't gonna say every time because I'm pretty sure she lost. But most of the time you go there, you just win over and over and over. Like, and then not only that, not just for a female, you won for female and male.
Yeah,
that's legendary.
She's the only woman. Not even Roger Federer or some of the greats can claim what she claims at the U.S. Open.
That's legendary.
And bro, think about it. It's hard enough to play 100 times in one stadium, let alone the biggest stadium at the U.S. Open. And the fact she's won 100 times.
Is it over 100 or she won
100? It just hit 100. Unless she's playing tonight. The most recent update was that. And now she's at 104 U.S. Open wins as well.
That's ridiculous. She's Jordan of tennis.
Oh, without a doubt.
She's
the Michael Jordan of female tennis, bro. She doesn't have the most chips, but she is unanimously thought of as the best.
Okay, she has the most wins. Okay, of the season.
Yeah,
we can put it like that. Jordan had the best record. He was on the team with the best record.
Yeah,
so we can put it like that. Serena's the GOAT of tennis.
Alistair Overeem fought this past weekend, and he got the victory. The crazy part about this, though, is that it's 2020. Mm-hmm. He had 10 fights before 2001, 9/11. 10 professional fights. So, if you're doing the math, yes, he's been fighting for over 20 years. In mixed martial arts.
How old is
he? I do not... You want me to look it up?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's over 40 at this point. For 20 plus years, you start at 20. Pretty sure he's over 40. That's ridiculous.
He's exactly 40. He was born in 1980.
Sheesh. And he already did 10 fights before 2000. What? You said 2001?
Yeah. And he's still...
What's his record? I wonder how many losses.
His record is 47-18. Which for UFC standards, mixed martial arts standards, this isn't boxing.
It is good. It is. But a lot of people in UFC, like even fans look at the losses, and 18 losses is kind of bad. But if you put in perspective that you've been fighting for over 20 years, that is actually really good.
You want to know something even more impressive? His last 5 fights, he's 4-1 in the UFC.
It's crazy. That man's old.
He's 4-1 in the past 2 years. So from 38 to 40, he's 4-1 in the UFC fighting. Most of his opponents have been below 30.
I mean, Chuck Liddell was doing the same thing too.
But Chuck Liddell's getting his ass knocked out.
Yeah, now he just needs to give it up. That man's old.
But the crazy part is that Chuck Liddell for the past 10 years, whenever he fought, it's like, why are you fighting? For the past 10 years when he's been fighting, he's like, how is he beating these guys that are 10 years younger than him? No, seriously.
Experience, man.
But bro, you know keeping up with the major events and then playing the games, bro.
It's probably the workout regimen. You never know.
Well, he might be a freak athlete too, bro.
Yeah, you never know.
Cause he just beat a top 10 opponent. He's ranked number 8 now. It's some crazy shit.
Oh, my man said, "I'm getting it, chip." He said, "Let me keep ranking up." If you think about it, he got what, 2 more years?
He's trying to go for the heavyweight championship, so he has at least 1 more year.
He got to fight consistently though.
He's been fighting consistently. He has 2 fights this year. He had 3 fights last year, which for UFC standards is
he had 2 fights this year.
Already, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got what, 2 more, depending on
1 more
when they're ranked.
1 more. But just to put this in perspective, there's a man called Michael Bisping. He won the chip, and he fought in 3 title fights. He is now a broadcaster. And just to put this in perspective, Overeem debuted 5 years before Michael Bisping, and he's still fighting while Michael Bisping retired over a year and a half ago. Just to put that in perspective.
Sheesh.
Talk about longevity with Serena Williams.
Right.
I know he's not as great in the record books, but longevity is longevity nonetheless.
Yeah. He's not the GOAT, but he might be like one of those players that Jordan beat. Like he's noticeable and nice, but he not the GOAT.
But he's not the GOAT, but he's definitely one of the greats.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely one of the greats. He's like Patrick Ewing. Never actually got the chip, but you know who he is.
No, exactly. No, that's but I will say this. He's won the championship in every other mixed martial arts company/tournament. The UFC is the only organization he has not won the chip. So he's won it in, I don't know all the fucking names, but if you're a UFC fighter or a mixed martial arts, I said fighter. If you're a fan of UFC or mixed martial arts, he's won legit every championship in every other organization but the UFC.
It's good just to have those wins, but it sucks when it comes to like the actual main event.
Not necessarily, bro. There's a lot. If you do research, a lot of the greats that were in the UFC, were in those other organizations before or after.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Because don't forget
nonetheless, it's still an achievement.
The UFC didn't become what it is until at least 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah, that is true.
Like the UFC honestly did not blow up until you got GSP, until you got Conor well, that's somewhat later, but GSP until you got the one Brazilian Anderson
Silva.
Yes. That's when it started to really blow up. And when
that Chuck Liddell and remember those little TV shows where they had
Ultimate
like
Fighter. Or what?
Where they had like 2 sides, the red side and blue side.
The head coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, bro. Do they still do those? I think they do actually.
No, it's called something different now.
Oh, bro.
But
the best one to me was when Rampage was the coach. I think he was like one of the coaches or the team leaders, I mean. Rampage Jackson. I remember the one season, I think the dude like said something to Sugar Ray and he got mad and he just fucking destroyed the door.
Oh yeah,
or not Sugar Ray, Rampage destroyed the door. Bro, that man ripped the door off.
Rashad Evans, bro. That's his name. Rashad Evans.
Okay. Yeah.
Rashad Evans.
Yo, I never forget that season. He
Rampage.
Was walking, he slammed open the door. The door came back. He was mad at the door and just punched a hole through the door. I said, yo, he's wild. He kicked it. He ripped the door off the handle. I said, yo.
Now,
That
to
was
be
like one of
fair,
the
it
best.
wasn't a solid door, though.
It wasn't, but to rip the door off the handle
With ease.
he
Yeah.
said, I said, yeah, bro. I'm not, nope. Not at all. He was upset.
Let's talk about how 2 weeks ago, because we never got the chance, the creator of Scooby-Doo died at age 87.
R.I.P. to the GOAT.
Bro,
My man.
Scooby-Doo will always have a place in our hearts.
Definitely.
Cartoon
especially
Network.
as kids.
Yeah, dude.
Bro. I still didn't even see the newest Spider-Man movie, but I definitely want to.
Bro, where's your head right now?
Everywhere.
You said Spider-Man.
No, I did?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even notice either. Scooby-Doo. I didn't see the latest Scooby-Doo movie.
I knew what you meant.
And I want to see that.
Because I haven't either.
Wow. I really said Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this when we release it. Oh, that's wild. I really said Spider-Man thinking I said Scooby-Doo. That's wild. You know, we're just gonna let that pass.
That's what brothers are here for, though, bro. Yeah.
I'm really
Well, I just wanted to say personally, for whatever reason, the Scooby-Doo quote unquote universe has always been in my top 5 universes because it's one of the most creative and creepy, yet it's still so friendly and warming.
yeah.
I always found that nice balance to where technically this gang of kids could be killed or fucked up for life by every person they meet.
Traumatized.
And yet somehow it always ends up... I know it's a kid's cartoon and it's kids' movies, but could you imagine being in a world like that to where...
You solving mysteries and...
You're getting paid to solve mysteries with your best friends and your favorite dog.
Sounds like a good life to live.
And they're fucking each other. Like, what else do you got the money, you got the cash, and you got the love.
They're fucking each other.
Well, Daphne and Fred are definitely...
Yeah, they're definitely fucking.
And Velma and...
Shaggy.
It was always hinted at in the earlier shows, and now they just came out and said, yeah, they're fucking. Bro, what do they say about the nerds, bro? The smart nerds at that.
Those freak Johns.
Yeah.
The freak ones, because they want to know why they freaks, because they did the research.
I did not think you were going there.
They did the research of how to pleasure someone else and how to pleasure themselves. See, gotta get a nerd, you know, because they look into it because they're not having sex, so they look into it.
And what woman wouldn't want Shaggy? He has unlimited energy and he loves to eat.
Pussy. He loves to eat pussy.
Hey, he just loves to eat. Whatever he's eating, it doesn't matter. It's just as long as it's on the menu.
This is why this is after dark. Okay.
But for you, he's eating pussy. For me, he's eating ass.
All right. R.I.P. to... What's his name? I never knew his name.
His name is... If I didn't say it, his name is Joe Ruby.
Joe Ruby.
Yeah.
R.I.P., my guy. You always have a place.
No, for real. And I just want to say this as an outro for this topic. Who would have ever thought that a 3-season animated show from the late 60s would turn into this mini empire where we haven't had a year since at least 1999 where we haven't had a Scooby-Doo movie. Let that shit sink in. How there's numerous...
It's been a long time. I know that. A long time. At least a movie like this.
Have you heard about the Unhinged movie? With Russell Crowe, and it's about some person pisses him off in traffic, and then the whole film is about him getting his revenge, but he's the villain.
No.
And it's basically Road Rage, the movie.
Yeah.
With Russell Crowe.
Wow.
The point is, their official Twitter page said, "This weekend, see a movie that won't make your head hurt." They're basically poking fun at Tenet because everybody's coming out confused.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, every Christopher Nolan film is like that, so I don't know why. So, people, stop being retarded. If you're going to see a Quentin Tarantino film, don't be awed and shocked when everybody in the film dies. If you're going to see a Christopher Nolan film that isn't a DC film, don't be surprised when you don't understand what's happening. You need to see the film 2-3 times to understand. That's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
That's like going to an Adam Sandler film or watching a Netflix Adam Sandler film. I mean, saying, wow, why is this funny? I wanted a drama.
You go see an Adam's Family film and think you want drama? Good job. Good luck. Good luck.
The same tweet where they made that statement, they attached a photo, which is also a poster. It says, "See Unhinged, the movie that won't confuse you."
And it's the road rage movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Simple and straight to the point.
Yes, it is.
Somebody cuts me off, and I'm going to go beat his ass.
If not, kill him.
And I'm going to go beat whoever's ass is trying to protect them. Straight to the point. I like it.
And the whole point of this is that I just wish studios did this more often, where they just made fun of other studios' films and marketing where something might not work out. Like, this film is supposed to be a blockbuster. It bombs. So a film pokes a little fun at it. This film was supposed to be more serious, and it ends up it's funny, but it's not supposed to be funny. It's that so bad it is funny type of situation, you know? The unintended funny. Just stuff like that. I think it's fun.
I guess.
Okay. All right, fuck you. You tired bitch ass.
I apologize. Why gotta be all that? Damn.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the NBA. NBA? Okay, so the first thing, bro, I just want you to... Well, let's discuss the most recent game that we have seen. It was Game 3 of the Nuggets-Clippers. Yeah. And yes, the Nuggets lost, even though they should have won. But there is a great highlight. I think this is the best highlight there has ever been of a poster. So, Donyhal, how do you feel about that poster right there? Is there a poster that gets better than that? Because when you think about...
Nuts all in nuts.
No, seriously. When you think about getting slammed on, the worst type of slam is the ball going in and nuts to your face.
That is the worst.
The point is, people were making comparisons, and I just want to say, this is why our society is stupid. Nuts near your face and nuts on your face is literally Rhinos and Aliens. The only similarity between the two is that it's a person with nuts near the area.
But this one, it's nuts. Like, all right there. Like, if you opened your mouth, you could have...
And that's what...
You could have did all of that. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, please look up the highlights.
And look at Kawhi's face.
Kawhi's face like, I got to go back to... And the crazy thing is, what's his name? Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah.
He tried to cover it, but it just didn't work like that.
Bro, he has his hand on the manible's freaking shoulder.
He rose above. That's his fault, too. He tried to take a charge. It didn't work out. It didn't work out at all.
Yeah, that's one of the meanest posters I've ever seen,
It
bro.
is, because that's a clear poster. Like, clear as day.
And not just the image, though, but the actual act. And it's not one of those posters where the defender is under the rim. The manimal was, 4 or 5 feet from the rim?
Yeah.
So you're getting nuts in your face, you're 4 or 5 feet away from the rim, and he still somehow dunks. It's just not the fact that he dunked with the nuts in your face. He made the bucket, bro.
Yeah, he definitely... And he elevated. Like,
Yo, he
got hops.
If he stays healthy... The reason why he went to Denver is because he had a back problem. He was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick that year. At the end of the day, if Paul George is balling like he's been balling, there is no... You can't beat them. Okay, so now we're going to discuss the Lakers and the Rockets. Most recently, the Lakers are up 2-1. But this is the thing, bro. I just wanted to talk about Danny Green needs to come off the fucking bench.
You know... My thing is, though, if he do, who's going to replace him?
No, okay. I know he has to be a starter, but my point is he's not a starter.
He's not.
He had one good run with the Raptors, but this is why
He had a good run with the Spurs.
Bro, any Spurs fan will tell you, as many times he will make you cheer, he will make you want to break your fucking TV. Because he will go 3-4 games where he hits 20, 25 3-pointers. And then he'll go the next 5 where he barely makes 3. That streakiness.
He's clutch. He make clutch buckets.
It depends on which streak he's on. If he's on the bad streak, he could be wide the fuck open 3 different times in a game, miss all 3.
Yeah.
If he's on a hot streak, he could have a hand in his face and hit 3 straight of those.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to show you a couple things because they resonated with me as a Lakers fan and keeping up with Danny Green. So here you go. LeBron when he sees Danny Green about to take a jumper.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious.
This is my favorite one. Danny Green gets the ball, Lakers fans.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That's from SpongeBob, too.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm not the biggest fan of the internet, especially social media, when people want to straight up be harmful and hurtful.
Yeah.
But when people are being lightfully harmful in the sense of they're being comedic.
Humor. Yeah.
Yes.
Giving out humor instead of being complete assholes.
That's when the internet
Wins.
is brilliant.
Yeah. That's when the internet wins. It's okay. Sometimes the internet just got to take a W.
That's when we win. When the internet's winning like that, we're winning as consumers, as
I wonder
watchers.
how the people feel though. The people that's getting talked about, like Danny Green. Did he look at that and just laugh?
Well, first off, if you're an average human being who doesn't take everything serious, and you're viewing this as comedy,
Yeah.
so the average person would laugh. And the second thing,
Hopefully he would.
when let's be clear, when athletes to this level are this successful, they know when they're sucking and when they're not.
Yeah.
They don't need anybody to tell them this.
Because Westbrook realized it.
Yeah, and if I had the talents of some of
The
these,
last game too, he actually did pretty good.
no,
too.
he did really well. He shot
really well.
54%.
Yeah. Fucking finally.
Yo, you know what's crazy? If you told me the Houston Rockets shot, I believe it was around 35% from 3, and both James Harden and Russell Westbrook scored 28 plus points each, and Russell shot over 50% from the field. Oh, they're winning that game.
Yeah.
They're winning that game.
They lost.
I know.
But they lost. LeBron and AD is just LeBron and AD. Actually, Rondo actually did really well. That's why
he's done really well the past 2 games.
Yeah, that's really the reason why they won. They had somebody else to.
He's
help
getting
out.
assists
And points.
and he's actually low key defending.
Playoff Rondo is back.
Yo, people forget
Playoff Rondo is different.
Bro, the Bulls were 2-0 against whatever team they were facing with Rondo. The moment he got injured, they lost 4 straight.
Yeah, sadly.
Well, why did the Pelicans sweep the Trailblazers a couple years back? It wasn't AD. Well, he was part of it, but Rondo and Holiday.
Rondo is one player that is completely different in the playoffs.
He's the embodiment of clutch.
Completely different.
When the stakes are higher, he completely elevates his game. He goes from an average or above average to all-star.
All-star.
Yeah.
Like as he should.
Okay, there's one more. Danny Green, whenever he attempts any type of shot this series,
This is a rim.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man. I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
That's the rim. I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man. Yo. If the rim ever talks to me like that, bro, I'm like, unscrew it. Unscrew that bitch. I would just be pissed.
if you're part of the Twitter sphere, this short clip has become unanimous with anything negative, and it just you plug that shit with anything, and it's perfect.
I'd have been pissed.
One more take. Danny Green during the bubble has been wearing on the back of his jersey, "How many more?" And somebody replied, "How many more ... bricks are you?"
Are you going to hit Danny Green? Holy shit. And then his shirt says 14. So it says how many more bricks? 14. That's hilarious.
Okay, so now we're going to move to the Raptors-Celtics series, which has been a very up and down series.
Yeah, definitely.
Game 1 was a blowout that the Celtics won. Game 2 was a very tight game that the Celtics won, even though they led the entire game or the majority of the game. Then Game 3, as we discussed last series, was the Hail Mary of all Hail Marys. By the way,
OG. I said OJ. OG.
over Taco Fall, bro.
Yeah. No. The pass was over Taco Fall.
No, well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Lowry over Taco Fall to just get it to the open man. And bro.
That corner on the opposite side.
And dude, if that ball is off just the slightest, he doesn't even get to shoot it because it's the time would have expired.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the basket. He doesn't get the shot off.
Second left.
That shit is crazy. And then Game 4, the Raptors easily defeated the Celtics. Game 5, the Celtics bust that ass. But the point is, before we got to Game 5, there's a great thing where Raptors to the Celtic fans, after digging themselves out of a 0-2 hole, tying the series.
Because now I'm back. He should have killed me when he had the chance. Because now I'm back and I'm going to kill you and your whole fucking team. You want them bitch nips.
What did he say? Bitch nips? You want those bitch nips?
You and your whole fucking team. You want them bitch nips. Should have killed me when he had the chance. Because now I'm back and I'm going to kill you and your whole fucking team. You want them bitch nips.
You want those bitch nips?
Bro, that's a Francis quote right there. The bitch nips thing.
You and those bitch nips.
I don't feel he planned saying bitch nips, so it just came out. He's like, fuck yeah,
I think that just came out easily. He didn't plan that. That's why he pushed the mic away.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta walk off. What the fuck is bitch nips? But yeah, I think the Raptors actually lost recently. I think they played tonight, didn't they? They played today.
You said you were going to look it up, right?
Yeah, I'm about to look it up real quick.
Okay.
Denver and Nuggets are actually playing right now. Or Denver and Nuggets. Denver and Clippers are actually playing right now. So at this moment,
who's winning?
They are playing. I will find out in one.
As he's finding out the scores for today, because it's been a rough. We both worked. I just wanted to discuss the Chicago, Indiana, New Orleans, Philadelphia, and now OKC need new head coaches. The reason for this, we already knew about the 4 previous ones. Who's winning?
The Raptors actually won.
Oh, so it's tied 3-3 now. What was the score?
And they won in double overtime.
Bro, how pissed off will the Celtics be if they lose Game 7? They lost 2 games.
Holy shit. It was 125 to 122. So they most likely probably won by 3.
So, hey, guys, once again, I'm going to play this Conor McGregor clip because Raptor fans to the Celtics, after digging themselves out of a 0-2 hole, this series should have been over by now, but it's not. And it's somehow still going. So just one more time for you guys.
Should have killed me when he had the chance. Because now I'm back and I'm going to kill you and your whole fucking team. You want them bitch nips.
Yo, bro, the Raptors are a perfect example of a movie character that 3 times in the movie they should have been killed, and yet they somehow survived.
Bro, I'm looking at the plays. This game was intense. I'm looking at the double overtime one, and this game was intense.
Bro, that's 3 games that have been intense so far.
Yeah. At this moment, though, also the Clippers are winning.
What's the score, bro?
48-43. It is actually a close game, and it's in the third quarter.
Wait, the score is 48-43 in the third?
Yeah.
Oh, here goes another 70-80 game.
Yeah. Well, it was just in the beginning of the third, so it's 11 minutes.
But still, bro, that if neither
they can score 30 within that, so you never know.
Yeah.
And then you still got another quarter. And Denver are known for scoring over 100 points, so.
Yeah. You know what this says to me?
It's just a business, I guess.
OKC really wants to rebuild now. Because why would Donovan... Bro, Donovan is one of the 10 best coaches in the league. The only reason why he and the OKC executives would decide to mutually part ways is if OKC wanted to rebuild. Because Donovan doesn't want to rebuild. He's obviously a championship-worthy coach, and he wants to prove that. Bro, they almost beat the team Westbrook went to.
Yeah.
And they could have beat them in 7 games.
Yeah.
With a team that was supposed to be one of the 10 worst.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good trade, but at the same time, Chris Paul is, like, about to retire, so unless they build around what's his name? Gilchrist?
Oh, they're going to do that, though. That's the whole point. He's going to become the star of the team.
Oh, okay.
And he's still on his rookie contract.
Yeah. Chris Paul training him also, so.
Okay, so to finish out that topic, it is reported that the reality of OKC's eventual transition towards a rebuild made it a challenge for both sides to find a way to continue to move forward, which is why it was a mutual agreement to part ways.
Oh, okay.
Now, we're going to finish this episode with motherfuckers hopping on Microsoft's dick about the new Xbox 9th generation, how the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S, and the Series S, as everybody knows who's keeping up, is only going to be $300.
Right.
So everybody's flipping out. Oh, that's $150 less than the discless PlayStation 5. That's $200 less than the actual PlayStation 5.
Right.
People aren't doing their research. The reason why it's cheaper, it can only run 1080 games.
Ew.
It can't run true 4K. Or another way to put it, the Xbox Series S is weaker than the PlayStation 4 Pro by half a terabyte, and it's much weaker than the Xbox One X.
So you're only getting HD, no 4K, technically.
Nope.
That sucks.
But everybody's saying, oh, Microsoft's winning this generation. They have a $200 cheaper.
Do you think that they'll change it or update it?
No, that's going to be it. And you know what Sony's going to do? They're just going to make the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is $400 now, $300. What would you rather get, Donyhal? Xbox Series?
I'm a gamer, so I'm definitely getting.
Oh, you're getting the newer. No, but I'm saying.
No, I'm saying if I had to choose between them two, I'm definitely getting the PlayStation.
Yeah.
The 4K. I'm a gamer. I love graphics. I love the art.
So my point is that I wanted to point out, no matter which console you're going for the cheaper ones or you're going for the better ones. If you go for the cheaper ones, if you're going to pay the same price, why not get the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is not only more powerful, it has the exclusives. Mm-hmm. And the PlayStation 5 for the more expensive consoles, why go with the Xbox Series X, which, yeah, it's more powerful, but the PlayStation 5 is more, it might not be as powerful, but the way it works with the games, you get better results because everything is straight up original architect. It's still using computer architect, but the way the sound system, the way the SSD drive works with everything, it's all customized. And you get PlayStation exclusives. And another reason why you might want to go with
EA Sports thing too.
Yeah. Another reason why you might want to go with PlayStation. PlayStation. Oh, that's just regular PlayStation. PlayStation 2. That's the second one. PlayStation 3. The third one. You guys get where I'm going. PlayStation 4 and 5. The fourth and fifth one. Makes common sense. You want to go to Xbox? We have the Xbox. Xbox 360, the Xbox 360S, the Xbox 360E, Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S. Which, by the way,
it's all a headache.
By the way, every PlayStation that's released, it's better than the previous PlayStation. It's either quieter, it's either faster, or it's more powerful. The PlayStation 4 Pro, oh, it's a pro version of the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5, it's the best PlayStation yet. The Xbox Series S is more powerful than the Xbox One S, but it's weaker than the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X. If you're listening to this and you're very confused, that's the point. You should be confused. This shit doesn't make sense.
It's not going forward. Basically, let me clarify this. The Xbox is not really, they're going forward, but they're not exactly heading forward, guys. They're literally in between of each system, it sounds like, between the newest and the latest or the oldest,
or another version, bro. The PlayStation 5 lineup from the very first one to the PlayStation 4 Pro and the PlayStation 5, it's like a straight line going up. You're going up a hill, and it keeps going up because it's improvements, right?
Right.
The Xbox lineup, it's just a rocky road.
Yeah, I was
bro.
about to say it's going like this. PlayStation, though, just saying, Just saying. It's
And people, I do want to emphasize this. When something is cheaper, 99% of the time, it's cheaper for a fucking reason. Just because it's a next-gen console, quote-unquote, doesn't mean the specs behind it are next-gen.
right.
Look at the Nintendo Switch. Do we really believe that can compete from a hardware perspective with the PlayStation 4, let alone the Pro? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. That's all I have to say. If you have anything else to say, say it, my brother.
Sony released a date for PlayStation. PlayStation released a date for the PlayStation 5. Like, everybody wants to pre-order already. Like, just let me pre-order the shit. God. But other than that, let's do this real quick. Five-finger rhino thrust. Yeah.
Yo, you haven't made that noise in a while.
Number 1. Like this video. Make sure you like it. Give us a thumbs up. For number 2, subscribe. If you watch all of this, you haven't subscribed, come on, guys. What was the point of watching?
It's 200. Like, we just need 18 more.
Come on, guys. Number 3
is hit that bell.
Hit that bell so you can get all of our notifications. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Number 4, share.
Share, yeah.
On every social media. Your mama, your granddad, your cat, your dogs, your kids, all of that. We literally are so close to 200 subscribers.
And honestly, I really do feel when people who haven't heard of us discover us, more often than not, especially if they don't get offended easily, they really do fuck with the content.
Exactly. And number 5.
Comment.
Give us the feedback, baby.
I'm like, yo, bro.
I don't know. I was thinking of something crazy to say.
Okay.
But I couldn't. But yeah.
It can't be crazier than what I said to end the show last week, so.
Oh yeah, let's not do that. Number 5, comment. Give us the feedback. Also, guys, if you want to follow us on any social media, it should be in the description. And our Instagram and Facebook most likely are most active, I would say. So just make sure you follow us or add us. Just do all of that. Bing, bing, bada.
Boo.
Boom. Cadoodle.
LOPH, guys.
Peace. Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.